Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back from the Division 2 build video. Well, guys, I am absolutely shocked what I have right now because I had no idea that you can do something like this. This is kind of crazy. Yesterday, I made an ongoing directive crit build with the Ouroboros and was shredding through NPCs pretty well. And with that video, somebody commented, and one of my subscribers actually did that and suggested me, to try a build like this. I mean, last time that person suggested me a build, which was kind of crazy. I made it. It was like improvised gear, kind of skill tier build. And I was pretty much bullying hunters in Legendary Summit, which was insane back then. Like, I think it was like a couple of years ago. But now the same person actually suggested me this build. And I kind of tweaked things around and stuff. And it required me some time to farm it. But once I did it and I went and try to use it, it's not complete. It's not. Like, if you look at my stats, you're gonna laugh at it. It's not even complete. It's not maxed out or anything, but it is doing insane damage. And I would only show you a build if it's good enough. I like weird builds. This is a weird build and it just works. That's all I can say. It just works. Somehow it just works, which is kind of funny. Now, I do have ongoing directive again, but instead of crit, we're using it on a skill build. And it's pretty damn good. Like, that's all I can say. So I'm going to show you different approaches, obviously, like different, gears and talents and stuff like that if you use it. And also show you damage comparison, which I usually do in the video. I'll do that because I know people will actually question a lot. So I'll show you the numbers and stuff like that. It's crazy. You can go up to like 350k with the turret, man. This is insane. So if you want to see that, you can jump out. There'll be timestamp. But first, I'm going to show you the build that I'm actually using right now. So this is the build right now. I'm actually going with it. So you can see I have the technician specialization. Obviously, it's a skill build. Technician is pretty much the go-to. It's a great specialization. We got skill tier. We got insane damage coming from it, like, to drones and warhounds and stuff like that. Plus, we get the artificial hive as well, which we will use a lot as well. It depends on the content. Now, you can see I have 6 skill tier. I used to have 6 skill tier, but I changed one of them to my blue core attribute here because, technician giving us an extra skill tier. So we don't want to make that extra skill tier go to waste. So that's why we're using armor. You can also add weapon damage there, no problem. Now, you can see I have 4 pieces of ongoing directive there, but everything is yellow. Nothing is red, so that's pretty much what we're doing here. As for the weapon, I actually went with my 3-year-old Harmony, which I still didn't optimize it, and it has damage to armor. You want damage to armor, though, because your skills will scale on it. You don't want damage to target out of cover, because NPCs kind of get in cover most of the time. So we want that damage to armor there, which is nice. If you want, you can use whatever you want. I mean, I'm not stopping you. It's okay. So we got perfectly in sync, which is insane damage. We know, in sync is amazing damage. So we are using that. If you don't like Harmony, for example, you could use something like the test subject, I guess. That's an assault rifle. Yeah, so you could use that or use any weapon, with insync talent, like an LMG or something, like whatever, like go crazy. Now, the second weapon is Capacitor. It's actually kind of pretty looking nowadays, isn't it? Capacitor is nice. Now, Capacitor obviously gets insane damage with more skill tier you have, so we have good damage with the Capacitor. Plus, it's going to stack up 40 times, and that skill damage is going to go crazy. Like, Capacitor gives you insane amount of skill damage, let's be honest. It's just too good, yeah? So we're going to use this. Now, you could actually swap it with something like St. Elmo's if you want, because they have the shock ammo, which is nice. You could also use something like, Scorpio, because, Scorpio is just too good. I don't have to tell you, Scorpio is just OP, yeah? You could use that. Now, here's the thing. You can actually use the Ouroboros as well to give yourself the hollow point ammo from ongoing directive if you're having trouble giving yourself hollow point ammo in any way, but that is, which you shouldn't be because you're letting a skill build. I mean, come on, there's so many skills you can use to give yourself hollow point ammo. We got like, Stinger High, we got, Pulse like EMPs, we got Fire Starter, there's so much stuff, like Riot Foam. There's so many things you can give yourself hollow point ammo with it. But also you can use the EMPs, the grenade from the specialization, which I am using to give myself hollow point ammo, that is. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Now that you know how I'm using this build, let me tell you what is happening in this build. So obviously we're using 4 pieces of ongoing directive. Now this, if you don't know what it does, it gives you status effect, reload speed, which we don't really need it right now. The only thing we care about is the 4-piece set bonus, because every time you get a status effect kill, you apply, like, pretty much you get a hollow point ammo whenever you're shooting an enemy with a status effect. You put a mark on them. That mark stays for 10 seconds. Now, you don't really have to, kind of worry about the bleed. You don't really have to worry about the bleed. As long as you're killing the target that has the mark on top of them, which is going to stay for 10 seconds, it's going to be a red marker. It's hard to miss. So as long as you're taking them out, you're going to refresh your hollow point ammo. And if you refresh your ammo, as long as you have your ammo on your weapon, you're going to do that 20% amplified damage. Yes, it is crazy. It just works like that. The turret will also refresh you. You don't need weapon kills here. That's why the build exists. This is why this build is so good, that you don't need weapon kills. Your skills, like your turret, your drone, whatever skill you're using, if they get the kill, you get the ammo refreshed on your weapon and you're doing the amplified damage, which again is getting applied to your, skills like turrets and drones and stuff like that. That's why we have here. Now, we're gonna want to have use skill damage everywhere at the attribute, like it's a skill build. So, that's what we're gonna use. And we need a skill tier here because ongoing directive comes with weapon damage. So you gotta go farm skill damage on the attribute so you can change it to skill tier. I can't optimize it. I got dropped like 5% and stuff, and I'm trying to optimize it. I couldn't get it. The damage is high. I just want to show you guys. If you want to max it out, do it. It's nice. Okay, so you want to have skill damage and skill tier pretty much everywhere. That's 7.4. That's just a shame. 9.1. This is a little bit higher. I have rolled armor there because I'm using the technician specialization there. For the gloves, I have 8.3. Whatever. So yeah, but we do have quite decent amount of armor there as well. So if you're using expertise, that also will help you. So yeah. As for the chest piece, I went with one piece of Wyvern Wear because 10% skill damage. That's why Wyvern Wear exists here. And we have kinetic momentum. Now, this is where you have multiple choices. You could use glass cannon. That's always going to be the highest damage there. So if you have glass cannon, I do have it actually here. So you could use glass cannon. If you want to support your group or use Overwatch, you could do that. Or if you want to use the ongoing directive chest piece, if you don't have, let's say, glass cannon or, kinetic momentum and stuff like that, like a chest piece, a good high-end chest piece, you don't have it, it's okay. You can use the ongoing directive chest piece because it gives you 35% of amplified damage. Now, it's actually lower damage than glass cannon and kinetic momentum. It is. I've tested it. I know the numbers. That's why I'm saying this. It's actually lower damage. However, what you can do is you can actually pair the chest piece of ongoing directive with, let's say, the holster, which is the, waveform holster. Now, I don't like that playstyle because I have to wait for the waveform holster to, kind of buff my turret or drone or like I have to wait for it. I don't like that. And in this thing, we don't have any waiting. It's just straight up damage there. I mean, obviously with the kinetic momentum, it's going to take time to build up. Yeah, that's the waiting there. But otherwise, it's great damage. Now, for the backpack, I went with the Force Multiplier, which is a named Hanayu backpack here. Comes with the perfect combined arms. This is literally the highest skill damage you're going to get on backpack, to be honest. It stays for 3 seconds, so you can fire your weapon every 3 seconds, which is good. You don't really have to fire your weapon. Just every 3 seconds, shoot one. Like, just once. Like, you don't have to fire your weapon constantly. You want to preserve that hollow point ammo with you as much as you can. Because, like I said, as long as you have that hollow point ammo on your weapon, you are going to do the amplified damage from ongoing directive, which pretty much going to apply on your skill. So you just want to have that ammo and just hit the target one time every 3 seconds. That's it. If you're using insync, every 5 seconds, but still with the combined arm every 3 seconds. You can also use memento if you're playing like heroic content and stuff like that. Control points, going crazy with the directives and stuff. Yeah, use memento. Collect trophies. It's going to be great. You got armor regen, got skill damage. Great stuff. But this build, which I'm using on a legendary mission, I wouldn't recommend, memento because you got to collect trophies on a legendary mission. And you don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to do that. So these are pretty much the option you can go for. It's a very good setup and the damage is like super, super high. So when I'm talking about the damage, let me just show you the damage and also the comparison here, okay? So first we're going to test out the kinetic momentum here. So we're just going to, we already have the hollow point ammo and, the kinetic momentum there. I don't want to use it right now. I just want to show you without the buff, like without capacitor. I just want to use the turret and normally you can see the damage with the hollow point ammo and kinetic momentum. Like this is, like 173k here right now. We're doing, which is very low. Yeah, it's kind of pretty bad, honestly. Now, let me just proc the capacitor real quick here. So let's just, you can see I'm getting my hollow point ammo pretty much like back every time because capacitor has good damage. The turret is also doing great damage. So we got capacitor maxed out at 40 stacks, right? So now let's shoot with perfect combined arms. Look at that, 284k. Yep, that's insane. That's without any group buffs or anything. And my stats are pretty trash. You saw that. So just fire one bullet. You can just stay in cover and even like, blind fire pretty much. Yeah. If you're busy, like enemies are shooting at you left, right, and center, just blind fire like this, and you're doing 284k. I mean, at least I am doing. Your damage might be higher if your stats are higher. So yeah, it's good. It's great damage. Actually, it's funny. So yeah, this is good. Now, if you want to see glass cannon, I can show you, but there is something I want to show you as well. Hold on. So let the turret shoot over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over here. So let my turret aim over there. Okay, it's doing that. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna target this guy and I'm gonna try to build up the capacitor. So you can see my capacitor is 40 stacks, and I'm gonna shoot this guy and let my turret hit that guy. So you can see I'm still doing 284k. Oh, we just lost combined arms there. Hold on. So there we go. 284k damage is going on. Yeah, but I'm shooting the pretty much the wrong guy, because as long as you have the ammo, you know, the whole point ammo, it doesn't matter where your turret is targeting. It's always going to do that amplified damage. The only time you want to shoot the marked target, the red marker target, is when you want to refresh your ammo. You can see that my ammo just got refreshed. So that's pretty much what it is. Okay. Now, if I show you with glass cannon, it's obviously like 5k more damage. Just a straight swap there. My turret also gone. Okay, it's okay. So we're going to use a glass cannon. I need to build up the capacitor again, isn't it? Yeah. So we're just going to build up the capacitor real quick. And it's a little bit higher. Like it will be like 287 or something like that. Yeah. So you can, 288. Okay, 288. So you see, 288,000. That was with glass cannon, perfect combined arms. So pretty good damage, and that's not even counting group buff and not the purple juice. I mean the artificial hive. Yeah, that thing. Like if I use this artificial hive here, it's going to go 300 something. It's insane. Like you'll see the damage. It's crazy. Look, 371 already, and that capacitor is not maxed out. Hold on. It's crazy. Like, hold on. Okay, come on, juice hit. Yeah, okay, 376k. Look at that. That's just an unoptimized build, bro. Like, this is insane. Look at that. 376k with the artificial hype juice buff capacitor. And I'll show you the in-sync, like perfect in-sync as well if you want to see it. It's going to be a little lower there, capacitor, obviously, but it's good damage. So with perfect in-sync combined arms, we're doing 340 something k. 345. Yeah, 345 there. So yeah, pretty good damage. Pretty good damage there. 345k. Yeah, that. And your turret is also doing like 180, not turret, sorry, drone, 180, 190k. So it's pretty damn good. That's all I can say. And you're always refreshing your ammo. I used it on Legendary Mission. I had a blast, so give it a try. But you do need to farm the ongoing directive with skill damage, and so you can change it to skill tier. It's crazy good. Okay, give it a try. It's hilarious. It's fun. I like it. I like weird and fun builds. This is fun for me. So yeah, definitely give it a try if you try it with the. I mean, if you're tired with using the same old builds. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.